and you gain X life. Oh my god. Big money, big money. There it is, you guys. Oh my god. 2 games in a row. Clutch counters in his house. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. Today we're dipping our toes into the historic pool. We've not really played historic in a while. This is not a free-to-play video, but we are looking to do more historic free-to-play videos in the future. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments and then check out our other free-to-play decks as well. There's a link in the description. So we're playing Izzet Control. We're going to take a look at the deck, talk about all the cards, go through a little bit of the general strategy, have some closing thoughts, get into some gameplay footage, and then most importantly, we're going to try to convince you to subscribe to Hello Good Game today. So with that all being said, let's get into it and break down this deck. The deck starts off with only 5 1-drops. We have 3 copies of Opt. This is an instant spell, scry 1 plus draw a card. We also have 2 copies of Spell Pierce, another instant counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 2. Moving on to our 2-drops, we have 4 copies of Brineborn Cutthroat, a Merfolk pirate creature with 2/1. It has Flash, and whenever you cast a spell during your opponent's turn, put a 1/1 counter on Brineborn Cutthroat. We have 3 copies of Negate, another instant spell, counter target non-creature spell. Thassa's Intervention, only 2 copies of this, another instant. We get to choose one. Look at the top X cards of your library, put up to 2 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Counter target spell unless its controller pays twice X, and the spell costs X plus 2 islands, which is cool. Moving on to our 3-drops, we have 2 copies of Wave Break Hippocamp. This is a 3-drop, 2/2 creature. Whenever you cast a first spell during your opponent's turn, draw a card. Brazen Borrower. This is a flying creature with 3/1. It has Flash. It can only block creatures with flying, but more importantly, it has an adventure instant tag to it called Petty Theft. You get to return target non-land permanent an opponent controls to its owner's hand, so a great way to set your opponent back a turn. Sinister Sabotage. It casts for 3. It's an instant counter target spell. Surveil 1. Ionize, another counter for 3. Another instant, obviously, they all have to be instances. Counter target spell. Ionize deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. 4 copies of Storm's Wrath, a sorcery spell. It's going to deal 4 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. Thryx, the Sudden Storm. This is our 5-drop, a legendary creature elemental, flash flying with 4/5. Spells you cast with converted mana cost 5 or greater, cost 1 less to cast, and can't be countered, which is kind of redundant because we're using that to trim the cost of our Chandra Awakened Inferno. This spell can't be countered. +2, opponent gets an emblem with at the beginning of your upkeep. This emblem deals 1 damage to you. -3, Chandra Awakened Inferno deals 3 damage to each non-elemental creature. And -X, Chandra Awakened Inferno deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker. If a permanent is dealt damage this way, it would die this turn, exile it instead. That's pretty cool. The planeswalker comes on the field with 6 loyalties. We have 7 islands, 5 mountains, 4 steam vents, 4 Sulfur Falls, and 4 Temple of Epiphanies, all of our rare lands. Just absolutely loving historic for the fact that we get to use all of these unique lands. I miss the Czech lands so much, you guys. It's so much fun playing with them. With that all being said, that was the deck. Now let's talk a little bit about the strategy, and then we'll get into some closing thoughts, then the gameplay footage. So the overall strategy is counter your opponent, control the field. Obviously, we put our priority on our counter spells to his non-creature spells, enchantments, artifacts, planeswalkers, anything that we can't deal with Storm's Wrath. Obviously, anything that has a toughness greater than 4, a strength greater than 4, we're going to want to deal with a counter spell because Storm's Wrath won't kill it. Other than that, maybe he gets a really good turn 1 play. We Spell Pierce that. We use Opt to cast instant speed. We really want to get our Brineborn Cutthroat out on the end of his step and then continue to counter on his turn while he's not playing anything, and then our Brineborn gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The Hippocamp helps us draw. It doesn't have Flash, which kind of sucks. Brazen Borrower, Petty Theft is amazing, helps us balance targets. It can save our targets from removal as well. And then again, it's a really cool flying creature with Flash, so we can get some damage in there. Counter, field wipe for any creatures that we don't counter because they're so small, we know we can wipe them. We can also wipe with Chandra, we can put the counters on Chandra, and Thryx is really good to finish off with that flying damage as well. Not much overall strategy to it. It's kind of like any Izzet control deck right now, or Flash deck, where it's really focused around Brineborn Cutthroat and then just countering your opponent as much as you can. So, with that all being said, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate your continued attention, support, all of those good things. We're live every single morning, 6 a.m. PST on Twitch if you want to check us out. You can also join the continuing conversation in our Discord. We have a flourishing community there that would be happy to welcome you. And more importantly than all of that, make sure you have a wicked day and enjoy today's footage. All right, we have the privilege of playing against Rooster TRG, another member of our Discord community. So I'm very excited to lay the beat down on him. I don't care for the hands, to be honest. Let's toss it. This looks a lot better. Let's get rid of our Thryx and roll in. Oh my god, I forgot about the check lands. Historic's so cool. We should all play Historic just to rock check lands, you know what I mean? Ooh. Goblin in the house. How hard is he going to beat us down? He's really going for it. This is not good. This is not good, boys. We have access to the Borrower. We also have access to our Cutthroat. Pain Life. Even more. I don't think it ticks up his Spell Collector, so we can remove his Spell Collector if we want. Let's take some damage here. My turn, play the land, pass. We're gonna borrow something of his, hopefully. Spell Collector's okay. Another Goblin's okay. Right? What I don't appreciate is his God of Destiny's now on the field. So we're gonna go ahead and bounce that before his attack phase. Get out of here. He still's got quite a meaty field though, let's be honest. Let's just toss that up in the air. Down to 7. We do need to come back from this, right? God of Destiny in the house with a land. Let's hold the phone. We can Brineborn into a Borrower. Or probably Brineborn into a Brineborn would be better. He is going to get that chip damage. That is upsetting to us. Let's get that first counter. A negate helps, let's be honest. Another Storm's Wrath doesn't help at this point. We need to get that kill in or he's going to kill us. I'll attack, in for 5. Oh my god, we only have 3 turns to survive. If he has any haste, we're basically screwed. Ouch. Oh, he's gonna hello good game us. What a dirty dog. Alright, we only have to pay twice. Or even only 1, actually. Let's get those counters up. Questing Beast can go away. We're gonna fall a little bit short here. Ending our turn. Taking some damage here. We've got him if he's got nothing on us. That's the equation. We have to opt. Should have kept that blocker. Who has 2 questing beasts? Okay, that's perfect. Resolve here. Before it attacks, we bounce it. Absolutely. Let's give him the hello good game. Play our Borrower, stack our Brineborns up. Good game and goodbye. Oof. Okay, you guys, let's see if Rooster can redeem himself, much like Cardboard Artisan was able to yesterday. I'm sure he'd appreciate hearing me call it that. We have our Hippo, which is kind of like what I really wanted to see in the deck, right? Obviously, I'd love to counter this first play here. And he's been kind enough to choose a new deck for us. Appreciate that. Stopping on his end step here. All right, we have to put our Brineborn out on the field. And now he's going to take our beloved Hippo from us, I'm sure. Leave the Hippo! Do not take the Hippo, bro. Take Brazen Borrower. That's a really good card. That's obviously what my... He didn't fall for it, you guys. He took our hips. We do have the ability to counter now, so we're all set. Do you think he's got two of these is the question. Let's take the Surveil. He could have a secondary one, which would suck. Land we don't need, it can go. Don't you dare. Nice, he does. Alright, so, I mean, it could have been worse, obviously. Let's just pass. We still have plenty of counters, and if he doesn't play anything for us to counter, we can borrow. Yeah, get out of town. Not really a good card by any means, but it's still nice to just get out of here. Such a terrible card to counter, if we're being honest. You know, I don't care for this Duress either. Just one for one-ing our counters out of our hand with terrible cards that we should not be countering. You know, I don't really care about Ashiok in all honesty. We're not searching our library in any means. We don't really want to buff him up either. We should have done it before he activated it. We just lost a couple good cards here, I'm sure. And in all honesty, I'd actually rather bounce it and have him have to re-spend the mana. That's going to be the big brained play there. Still just straight chillin'. He's got to redo that whole turn again, which normally you'd think is fine, but it's actually not. And I don't get the opportunity to do it first. So totally fine, let's let him have it. Gets the Storm's Wrath, gets some counters, whatever. Ashiok causes no threat to us. We'll bounce it on his upkeep, maybe. Let's just try to kill him. End our turn here. Bounces Ashiok again, making him have to replay it. That's spending his whole turn again. Pass to main, we can opt, or we can borrow. Dread Presence is like really good. So he can kill if he's not played a land yet. And I truly hope he hasn't. He hasn't. So he can knock off both of our borrowers. And turn, we really need to opt something good here. And you gain X life. Oh my god. Big money, big money. There it is, you guys. Oh my god. 2 games in a row. Clutch counters into his house. He now needs to play Swamp, kill one of our borrowers. He doesn't. That's gonna be a hello good game moment. We may as well throw him that show him that we have Thryx. Why not, even though he doesn't have haste. Awooga! Okay, you guys, that was our historic Izzet Control deck. Kind of a mix between Izzet Flash and Izzet Control. Who knows what it is? You'll have to decide for yourself. Let me know what you thought down below in the comments. Don't forget to tap that subscribe button, join the Discord, enter our free Brawl tournament with cash prizes, all of that good stuff. I'm sure you heard me say these things time in and time out. Ugh. Thanks, you guys. The most important thing is that you all have a great day, and we'll see you all tomorrow. If you liked today's video, be sure to check out some of our other content. We built playlists for our guides for beginners, and then we also have our greatest hits, which is a collection of our most popular videos. You can also subscribe if you're interested in winning up to 500,000 gems. So do that, tap that like button, send this out to a friend who you think might be interested in it as well, and have a great day.